Welcome to this video where we will explain the steps that need to be taken to establish an inclusive youth board that can represent the voice of young people during a co-creation process. Setting up a youth board requires careful preparation and consideration of several aspects such as the recruitment process, the vulnerability level of participants, the size and composition of the group, issues of inclusiveness and gender sensitivity, as well as strategies to keep the young people committed and engaged throughout the co-creation process. In recruiting young people, the role of gatekeepers is tremendously important. These are the people or organizations that already operate on the ground and have an existing relationship with young adults, such as youth and social workers, schools, community groups, and NGOs. The more diverse the recruiting organizations are, the more heterogeneous the resulting group will be. However, it may be necessary to set up tailor-made strategies to reach specific demographics or groups that fall out of reach of institutional stakeholders and NGOs. In this sense, peer recruitment is a great way of reaching young people that are not in touch with organizations but preserve peer relations. For example, in Sfântu Gheorghe, the organizers asked school principals and teachers to promote the Uplift projects in their classrooms, but they also relied on P2P word of mouth, where young people who were already involved could invite their friends to join. Another good example of the role of the gatekeepers was in Barakaldo, where many of the participants were recruited among those who already benefited from the support programs offered by the gatekeeper organizations. We have to keep in mind that involving the most vulnerable groups like segregated Roma or migrant communities requires additional resources in terms of time, finances, and expert people. Specific recruitment and retention strategies are essential. Moreover, a special preparatory process is recommended. Good field knowledge and prior connections with the community are key factors for success. The preparatory process implies assessing and reassessing specific needs and necessary conditions for participation. Time should be reserved for community visits to maintain the participants in the process. For example, understanding and tackling the reasons for eventual absenteeism. The number of participants in a youth board shouldn't be too large in order to make cooperation among the members as easy as possible. In our experience, a board of around 10 people allows enough space and time for all participants to express their opinions. But it is also important not to overwhelm the participants and give them the possibility to be as involved as they want to be. For instance, in Amsterdam, the youth board had a double structure. A group of around 8-10 active and fully committed members who participated in all or nearly all the co-creation sessions, and the so-called youth pool, a group of 15 to 20 young people who have been involved less intensively and who participated in a limited number of co-creation sessions. Youngsters with various backgrounds should have equal opportunities to participate and have their voices heard. For example, in Barakaldo, the group was composed of people of different origins, including young migrants and people with different socio-economic backgrounds. In Sfântu Gheorghe, there was also a lot of diversity, with some participants going to vocational schools while others were already working, participants with both urban and rural backgrounds, and also a percentage of youngsters who identified as Roma. However, a balanced gender and ethnic composition of the youth board does not automatically lead to gender and ethnically equal processes and solutions. Indeed, we need to assess how these differences could influence the participants' feelings of safety and empowerment. Facilitators should strive to make the discussions open and welcoming for all. Also, the resulting policy initiatives should take into account that youngsters with different gender and/or ethnic backgrounds may experience different problems and may therefore also need different solutions. The commitment of the Youth Board is a key issue in carrying the process to a good result. The commitment was fostered on three levels. First, generating a safe and fun space in which the young people could feel free to express themselves, give their opinion, and learn. Second, developing their skills and capabilities, exercising collaboration and representation. And lastly, transforming participation into a meaningful process for young people in terms of achieving tangible actions leading to changes in local policies. Creating a positive, safe, and supportive atmosphere, comfortable meeting space, stability of facilitators, stability in meetings, meaning relatively frequent meetings adapted to the availability of the group members, involving all participants in turns in representative tasks according to the topics of interest, occasional facilitation by different group members assisted by adult facilitators, playfulness and using incentives like shared meals or camps can greatly increase the commitment of participants. A diverse and empowered youth board is essential to achieve successful co-creation, so it is crucial to invest time and resources in recruiting young people.